Now you can listen to Radio Cayman everywhere.
Everywhere.
Can you hear me now?
Everywhere. Everywhere.
Good.
Yes, right from your Android or iPhone. Download the Radio Cayman app now on your Android or iOS phone.
The Radio Cayman app
is where you can listen to Radio Cayman everywhere you go.
Everywhere we go, we go. Everywhere we go, we go.
Find it in the Google Store, the Apple Store, or use the link at www.radiocayman.gov.ky.
Yes, now you can listen to Radio Cayman everywhere.
Talk Today is brought to you by Subway, open 24 hours in Countryside, Anderson Square in Georgetown, and Centennial Towers in West Bay. And by the Ministry of District Administration. Explore your history, explore your land, explore your sister islands. And Cayman Airways. Call them on 949-2311 to book your nonstop flights to Los Angeles and Panama. And Doctors Hospital. Peace of mind is important when life happens. Doctors Hospital, always there for you. Call 949-6066.
But I do have some questions.
There are more questions than answers.
Cayman Islands' foremost listeners participation program.
Talk Today.
What's on your mind, Cayman? If you're ready to talk, we are ready to listen. Discussing current events and local news, community spotlights, hot topics, listener stories, cultural and historical discussions, environmental issues, fun and lighthearted topics, guest interviews. Cayman, basically anything you want to talk about, we are ready to listen. Here's your guest host, Charles Glidden.
Coming up next on Talk Today, we hear from some young people who have the opportunity to intern at Cayman Enterprise City. And later in the show, it's open line. You can share a thought, tell us how to make something right, or just what's bugging you. Talk Today, next on Radio Cayman. Stay with me.
Talk Today is reminding you
to avoid any statements or comments which are abusive, derogatory, malicious, or defamatory. Do not use indecent language or make any statement that is false or misleading. Call 1-800-534-8255, 949-6990, 949-8037, or WhatsApp us on 925-3261.
And now, back to Talk Today.
Good afternoon to you. We're off to a brand new week, a fresh start on a cloudy, rainy afternoon about everywhere in the Cayman Islands. And we do carry on even if we do get wet. Hope you had a good weekend. Looks like we just might close out August without any kind of storms or hurricanes, right? At least not in the Northwest Caribbean. We might get some rain, like we're getting today, but we'll take that. We'll take that as long as not too much. Well, in the studio with me right now are some young people who are making some big strides. They are interns at Cayman Enterprise City. And here to tell us about their experience are Jaheem McLaughlin, who is interning in the IT department, Shatea Millwood, who is interning in client experience, and my challenge for the afternoon, Ayodeji Oremule. Got it?
Got it.
All right. He is interning in marketing. And also with us is Alyssa Manderson. She is the program manager at Cayman Enterprise City. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
You all doing good? Now, tell us about this intern program that Enterprise City offers.
So our internship program goes through our nonprofit, Enterprise Cayman, that is powered by Cayman Enterprise City. So we have an annual internship program that primarily runs through the summer. Individuals apply during the application period, and then we go through our applications. We receive on average 150 every year, and our goal is to place at least 30 to 35 of those individuals. Individuals are placed within the special economic zone companies. So Cayman Enterprise City Special Economic Zone has approximately over 300 plus companies right now. So
wow, it's grown a lot, hasn't it?
It's grown substantially, absolutely. So, ideally, we're just trying to bridge that gap, getting local talent introduced to a lot of those international companies.
Now, how do you go about choosing who gets this?
Well, it's a very, very hard process. Like I say, we receive over 150 applications, and we shortlist about 60. The process is that the companies that do sign up with us to take on an intern, we share 5 to 10 of the highest rated individuals with them, and then the decision ultimately lies with them on which individual they'd like to bring on.
And what you said, you try to place at least 35 people?
Right.
That's a good sized group.
Yes. It's a big goal, but we do try our best to get there.
But then that's 35 out of over 100 people.
Right, absolutely. So it's still a great thing that we
So
can achieve.
you guys must feel a little bit elite then.
They definitely should.
All right, well, let's start with you, Jaheem. Since you carry the same name as my grandsons.
All right.
I'll make you first, okay? Tell us about your background. Jaheem McLaughlin.
I'm an aspiring IT professional, and right now I'm in the process of attaining my CompTIA certification at Inspire Cayman. As for my internship, I've been working with the tech support specialist, Jackson, setting up network for clients, troubleshooting, supporting staff with issues. It's just been a great opportunity to actually get real hands-on experience.
So you will be the guy that everybody calls when they...
Hopefully, yeah, working on that, yeah.
Well, he has been. Jackson's been out of office for the
Yeah,
last week, so we've been leaning on him
moment.
heavily. Yeah.
So if you didn't have this, what do you think, how would things be different for you?
I don't know. I mean, if I didn't have this internship opportunity, I would still try to pursue my certification or maybe go back to school. Yeah, that would.
But this makes things a little bit more easier for you, or I mean, having the practical experience.
Yeah, way easier. You know, I get a real insight on the field and the industry and what it provides, what it brings, working a part of a team. So, yeah.
So, Shatea, what has it been like for you?
So I'm interning with the client experience team at Cayman Enterprise City. I'm currently studying a social science degree at UCCI, which plans to, pursue a bachelor's degree in human resource management. And during my time at SEZC, it's really been very insightful because I always knew this year I wanted to at least have at least 2 internship opportunities. But starting at SEZC in April, it's been like quite a while, so I guess that makes up for it. But it's really been one of the greatest experiences, I would say, so far. Like, I've gained so much hands-on experience just dealing with clients, just being able to just communicate with people in general, and just having to collaborate with my team members. It's been so rewarding.
Now, client experience, are you dealing with kind of smoothing out things when something kind of goes wrong with a client?
Not when something necessarily goes wrong, but it's just when it gets a little rocky and there's situations that need to be handled. Instead of them contacting their BDMs directly, we step in and handle
What's
that.
a BDM?
Oh, so it's the middleman, basically. It's the global mobility managers that help these clients set up with CEC.
So you bridge any kind of gaps that they develop?
Some things are always my desk. Let's get it fixed. Or can I have a member spotlight, which is a service that we do offer to showcase some companies. We just bridge that gap and help them to have the best CEC experience.
And Ayodeji.
Yes, sir.
You were telling me you're actually overseas.
I am. So I'm currently in the UK, in Manchester. I'm completing my master's in advertising. And this is my second year with CEC interning. I interned a couple years back, and had to come back again. The people are lovely. Experience is lovely.
Come a little closer to the microphone.
The people are lovely. The experience is lovely. And just being able to conceptualize the professional workspace and being in that workspace I feel like is very important to me. and just very important to all the interns as well. You get that real professional feel and before you actually go into the working world. So yeah.
Okay, so we've met everybody. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back and hear more about this intern program at Enterprise City.
Shipping to the Cayman Islands is fast, reliable, and seamless thanks to Cayman Airways Cargo. Need it faster than ocean freight? Cayman Airways Cargo offers multiple cargo flights to Grand Cayman from Miami weekly, so your packages, whether big, small, or in between, will arrive in no time. You can even use a Cayman Airways Cargo US address for your online shopping. Cayman Airways Cargo is also the only carrier providing air freight services for Cayman Brac and Little Cayman. Contact us today and see why Cayman Airways Cargo was voted as Cayman's best cargo and logistics company in the Best of Cayman Awards. For details, visit CaymanAirways.com/cargo.
Stay cyber secure with Cayman National. Here are a few tips that will benefit you. Ensure to log out completely when you finish any online banking activities. Be aware of phishing attempts and only click links from trusted sources that are sent from your device through emails and messages. Remember, Cayman National will never ask you for your credentials. If you suspect a fraud attempt or that your account has been compromised, please immediately contact our customer support team at 949-8300.
Accidents and illnesses can strike without warning. Ouch! When it comes to urgent care, every second counts. At Doctors Hospital, we have a dedicated team of experienced doctors and nursing staff available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Don't waste time in an overcrowded emergency room when you need urgent care. Whether it's a broken bone, a severe infection, or a sudden illness, trust in Doctors Hospital's unwavering dedication to providing the best immediate care. For complete urgent care when you need it the most, choose Doctors Hospital, located in Georgetown, 16 Middle Road.
There's nothing more important than your health, and seeking expert healthcare with physicians you can trust is what you deserve. UHealth, the University of Miami Health System, offers peace of mind to you and your family with a first-class experience. Our patient coordinators assist with everything you need before, during, and after your stay with us. As South Florida's only academic-based health system, UHealth offers cutting-edge treatment, compassionate care, and life-changing results just a flight away. Learn more at umiamihealth.org/international.
Wouldn't it have been grand if you had purchased land 30 years ago? It may not be 2020, but a perfect vision has never been more clear. Cayman Brac and Little Cayman, poised for growth with an eye on the future. Your land, your history, your future. Discover all that our sister islands have to offer.
Now, more than ever, supporting your immune system is crucial to helping your body fight off illnesses like the common cold, the flu, and COVID-19. At Valley Med Pharmacy on Walkers Road and in Buttontown, we carry all the essential vitamins and minerals to help support your immune system and improve your overall health. Some of our top immunity support picks are vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, elderberry, and quercetin are the popular 7-in-1 immunity support. Our pharmacists are always on hand to help guide you and answer any questions. Visit Valley Med Pharmacy on Walkers Road or Buttontown. Live happy, live healthy with Valley Med Pharmacy.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Welcome back. And on Talk Today, we're hearing about the internship program at Cayman Enterprise City. And before the break, I was talking to Ayodeji, and he was telling us that you're studying marketing.
Yes.
What kind of hands-on work are you doing at Cayman Enterprise City?
So I am creating content. So that being photography, videography, graphic design, copywriting, so writing a bit of their blog posts as well. And that's just to gain visibility for the organization and potential clients or people of interest. So other young individuals that may want to join the team and undergo the internship. So yeah.
You said this is your second time around.
Yes.
Yeah. So does this give you a step up in your development?
Yes, it
as
does.
a content creator?
During my first internship, a lot of the work was a lot of theory. So just learning the background things on marketing. So like page optimization and stuff like that, more in the background of it. And now in content creation, it's more hands-on. So I'm more behind the camera, taking photos of like events and such. But yeah.
Most of this is for online content?
Yes.
Now, if a young person is interested in this, what kind of background do they have to have?
Well, we take individuals who are either in college, recent graduates, or individuals who are trying to change careers. So you do have to have a vested interest, but you don't necessarily have to have any prior experience when applying.
Grades are very important?
No. We just look at the resume and the cover letter, and that's really all that we're ideally looking for. Yeah.
So do they have to undergo an interview?
Yeah. So once we share the resumes with the host company, they then will select 2 or 3 individuals and they'll host interviews. So we don't necessarily have that insight into the questions that they're asking, but we do know that the resume is a key piece of information that they're using to choose individuals.
So you're more interested in the potential that you see in the person that's before you rather than their grade point average?
Right, absolutely. You know, we just want individuals who have that drive, who are committed to learning and taking all that they can from the experience more so than grades. Absolutely.
How long have you been doing this?
Enterprise Cayman has been hosting interns since 2021, since their inception. I have been on Enterprise Cayman team 2.5 years now. So I have definitely seen quite a few applications and individuals come through. Absolutely.
What would you all say to other young people about this program? Or why they should try to enter it? Who would like to take that up?
Sorry. I would. My advice to other young individuals is to, for one, make sure that Enterprise Cayman and CC is at the top of your list when applying to summer internships, because not only when you apply to this internship would you gain the valuable experience in the working world, but it's just the overall community and the support that CC gives you even outside of the internship is actually phenomenal. I would say to any young applicants in this upcoming year, just to, be willing to do anything when you're applying to any internships. Expect great humility, because you're not going to know everything that's supposed to happen, or any admission work or whatever in the workplace. Just be willing to learn. Expect to enter into an establishment with a growth mindset, and just ask a lot of questions. If you don't know anything, just ask. That's what got me through my internship. Just asking a lot of questions, even though it could be annoying sometimes, but you got to listen to hey, it's my learning experience, and you shouldn't feel bad for asking questions. Just ask a lot.
Anything to add to that?
Yeah, go for it. Kind of like what she was saying, don't be afraid. If you don't know anything, just like she said, ask, be open-minded, and just make the most out of the experience. Yeah.
Anything to add to that?
I think they kind of said it perfectly. But I guess to piggyback as well, even if you don't necessarily know what you want to do, definitely send in the application. They will find things for you to do. And it's just a great experience, just to get that feeling of working in a professional space.
Just the work experience itself.
Exactly. But yeah, just go for it.
Now, do you have to also accept that maybe you might be sent to make some coffee or something? Or
Anything is a valuable experience in my opinion. As long as you have that mindset that, okay, I'm doing this is gonna, gain towards something in my future, then definitely go ahead. Hey, I've, scanned a bunch of documents once. I was like, you know what, when would I ever need this? And I'm like, oh wait, I will need this. So it's okay. As long as you go in with that growth mindset, then you'll be fine.
But you really didn't have to practice scanning, right? You knew how to do that already.
I mean, sometimes with technology, you get a bit lost, even though, I don't know, the older generation expects us to know everything. But hey, I don't know that much, guys. You gotta calm down. But no, sometimes you can learn from them. That's what I really, really love about Cayman Enterprise City. It's just the diverse age group that you get to work with. You learn from everyone.
Now, what kind of company do you work for? Because how many companies there?
It's over 300 within the special economic zone. So the interns that are with us today all work for Cayman Enterprise City. We hosted about 15 other individuals this summer that were actually within companies, but because of kind of how this summer is laid out, they take part the earlier part of summer, and then the owners, they like to take August as their personal time. So May to July primarily are when individuals are placed within the special economic zone company.
So these three are actually with Cayman Enterprise City.
Yes, they're actually with Cayman Enterprise City.
What would you say is the most surprising thing that you learned?
Surprising.
Not going into a job experience and you say, I didn't know it was going to be like that.
Right.
I guess for me, actually seeing their data room, actually being inside.
Yeah.
And seeing how they help clients out with their networks and troubleshooting and stuff, and actually being able to assist and just spectate.
A little closer to the mic. Come a little closer to the mic.
Oh, it was just a little bit surreal for me being in that room and seeing what they do, how they fix the clients' problems and stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, IT guy stepping into the data room, did you?
I mean,
your heart started beating fast, and you got excited about all the technology all around you.
Yeah, a little overwhelming. Yeah.
Anybody else want to chime in on that?
Yeah, I guess the most it would have to be just meeting a lot of people from diverse backgrounds. I just never knew that much people from all over the world knew about our small little island. So I was like, oh my goodness, just meeting all these people and experience all these different cultures. A lot of members on my team are from India, and just having to interact with them on a daily basis. They're the nicest people I've ever met, and I'm just really grateful to Cayman Enterprise City for allowing me to experience that.
What was your most surprising revelation?
I think my most surprising revelation, I think CEC's ecosystem is a very big one and a very diverse one. So they do these things called coffee mornings, and you just basically go in and you get to mingle with the other clients within the space, and you get to learn from them as well. You just get to talk and have a cup of coffee with them, and I feel like that's just important to do, and that was very valuable. You get to learn from them, and yeah.
Coffee mornings.
Yes.
So is that a part of the culture that you
is.
developed there?
So Cayman Enterprise City currently has two. We're in two different locations. So we have clients who are still housed at Stratville House. So we do coffee mornings there, and then we have the new CEC Signal House building at the end of Fairbanks. Essentially, the coffee mornings are a networking opportunity, for the clients to get to know each other, who's in their building. Sometimes clients from different buildings come out to the different coffee mornings just, to meet the individuals who are within the special economic zone, how they can help each other. And then we encourage the interns to attend these events as well, because it's a great networking opportunity for them as well.
So as part of that culture of Cayman Enterprise City, you try to encourage innovation and free thinking?
Absolutely. That is definitely one of our main things, innovation.
All right, we need to take a little break here, but we'll be right back.
Did you know that Doctors Hospital provides urgent care services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? And Doctors Hospital's urgent care physicians have access to the most advanced MRI and CT imaging in the Caribbean, providing reliable diagnostics when you need it most. When you need quality urgent care for an illness or injury, Doctors Hospital is here for you 24/7. Whether it's a migraine, chest or abdominal pain, shortness of breath, broken bones, or another urgent need, Doctors Hospital at the top of Walker's Road. Urgent care right now.
Stay cyber secure with Cayman National. Protect your computers and mobile devices with security software to defend against cyber attacks through viruses, malware, and other online threats. Be aware of unsecure Wi-Fi connections when in public. If you need to access your online banking or sensitive information on your mobile devices, try disabling the Wi-Fi and switching to data from your mobile network. If you suspect a fraud attempt, please contact our customer support team at 949-8300.
Storms bring wind, rain, and unexpected costs to buy supplies, secure your home, or make minor repairs. Incidental expenses not covered by insurance. Until now, with Cineco's parametric coverage, you get automatic payouts within 2 to 3 weeks of a Category 3 or stronger hurricane, whether or not you have damage. Available only through Cineco's homeowners insurance. Visit Cineco.ky to get a quote today. Cineco, keeping Cayman covered.
It's a sizzling summer with JN Money. You can win a luxury weekend getaway for two when you send or receive money from now until September 30, 2025. That's right. We're turning up the heat this summer with JN Money. Visit www.jnmoneyonline.com to learn more about how to win. What are you waiting for? Send, win, relax this summer with JN Money.
We are now in the hurricane season, and to survive a hurricane, you need to be informed. If you have been informed by official sources that a hurricane is approaching the Cayman Islands, and you live in a low-lying area that is prone to flooding or near the beaches, which may be swept by high tides or storm waves, please seek a safe place and high ground. If the only way for you to get to a safe place is a road that is also likely to be flooded during a storm, please leave home early. Don't run the risk of being stranded. This has been a public service announcement from your community station, Radio Cayman.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Welcome back to Talk Today, and we're hearing about the internship program that is available at Cayman Enterprise City. So, Ms. Manderson, tell us a little bit about how the recruitment for this works.
So, applications for the 2026 season will open up on the 1st of December this year. It'll be open for 3 months, so until the end of February. Individuals can access the application on our website, enterprisecayman.ky /internships, or you can just locate the internship tab, and you'll see a link which will take you directly to the application. The application is very short, 5 to 10 minutes. We're primarily just asking for your background information, so that's whether you're currently in school, whether you're a graduate or career changer. We're asking for the area that you're primarily interested in. So you can select more than one industry if you're, like Ayodeji said, not really sure what you're wanting to do in the future. And there's no hard questions. It really is just all about yourself and your background. And you're uploading your resume and cover letter as well. After that process, then we take March and April to go through all of the applications. And then by the mid-April, end of April, we're reaching out and letting you know you've been shortlisted, and we'll be sharing your resume with a number of the companies that have signed up in your respective industry.
So it is those individual companies that decide whether they want to take you on.
Right. So CC, again, has, their allotted amount that they take on personally. And then the companies usually are taking on one. We did have one company this year that took on 5 individuals. That was wonderful. And I know all of the interns there had a great experience. But we are seeing more special economic zone companies coming online to take on interns every year. So the industries that we do have available are growing as well.
How long are the internships for?
They last anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay, so and again, that's up to the company individual.
Right. Absolutely, it's up
companies.
to. But we haven't seen anything shorter than a month, so primarily 6 to 8 weeks.
What does this do as far as opening up job opportunities for the people who participate there?
We have seen individuals secure placements with their host companies within the zone. We have seen individuals use this as a launch pad, speaking about their experience to help them attract other companies taking them on as well. I think it also gives that international exposure that a typical applicant in Cayman might not get. So individuals that are placed within the special economic zone, all of these companies are global companies. They're operating in other countries, and that's a very unique experience for the typical Caymanian. So I think it definitely helps them get a little advantage over somebody else in the long run.
So interning with one of the companies at Cayman Enterprise City, you could end up working someplace international.
Right, exactly. And we have had interns who have gone over to Australia, I believe it is, with one of the companies that they were placed in on island.
What are the basic requirements for a candidate?
Like I said, you basically just have to have that vested interest.
Any age limitation?
So we do require our interns to be over the age of 18. So 18 plus is really our only firm requirement. So in college, recent graduate. If you're also interested in just swapping careers, we offer that.
So for someone like that, what's the top end of the?
For someone like
age.
Well, there's no top end.
There is no top
right.
end.
You just have to be over 18.
Okay,
yeah.
You're ready to commit.
Yes, ready to commit.
What about, is it just for Caymanians?
So it is Caymanians and individuals with the right to work, so residents who have that right to work attached to their permits.
Now, have you been feeling out to get employment with the people that you're interning with?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Have you got any offers, or are you trying to get employment with the people that you're interning with?
It would be nice because I do really, I do love working with them. But even if not, I think that it's just I've gained already enough valuable experience from them in the long run, and I just appreciate the time and effort that they've shown me and given me throughout this whole entire internship process, and I think that makes a lot for the long run.
So how much of an edge do you think you have with having had this internship to go out now and compete?
More than others. It's really boost my self-esteem and self-confidence to be at the point where, okay, you can do it, but I can also do it too. So it makes me feel more like, capable of any challenging tasks that come my way. Oh, I can do them with ease and efficiency.
Jaheem, how about you? You feel like you got an edge having had this experience?
Yeah, this experience has definitely helped me build my confidence, sharpen my skills, from learning from experts. And, on a personal level, it's really pushed me out of my comfort zone. And, yeah.
So you could walk into any place and have confidence.
Yep. Yep.
Ayodeji,
yes,
how about you?
Well, so a lot of job offers nowadays you have to have experience.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the perfect opportunity to get that experience. And you can walk in the door and confidently say, yes, I have this experience, and have to show for it as well. So I think that's really important, and I've definitely gained that. So I definitely can walk into a company and say, yes, I have this experience and I can do the job, and they can see that.
So when this internship is over, what's next for you?
That's a great question.
Back to the UK for school, or?
Well, not for school. If anything, it would be for work. But I'm still juggling.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you'll see as it goes then.
Exactly. Because I'm not necessarily finished with my master's as well. I finish next month. So yeah.
Okay. What's next for you after you finish?
Would probably be finishing my academic endeavors, and just continuing to apply to different companies. As in, I think when you're applying into the working world, you can never stop learning, and I want to continue learning and continue growing my resume. So I would definitely, anyone watch out, I would definitely be applying to different places.
All right, and you in HR, right?
Yes.
That's okay. And what's next in your agenda?
Yeah, applying. Pursue my certifications, and yeah,
it's job hunting.
Job hunting, yeah. Hopefully land in a junior role, or like an entry level role somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure where that is yet, but we'll see.
But now you feel that you've had some experience, and so you can go get it.
Yeah. 100%.
All right. So tell us again before we leave, the applications open when?
So applications open the 1st of December. I'd also like to encourage individuals to take a look at Enterprise Cayman as a whole. We have a number of programs and training opportunities that can not only get you upskilled, so you do have that certification along with that confidence when you are applying next year to a lot of the internship opportunities that are available.
Okay, so people should just go to the website.
Right, enterprisecayman.ky. You can also follow us on social media. We do a lot of posting on there that can help prompt you to take a look at some of the opportunities we have available.
All right. So the earlier they apply, does that give them any advantage, or it's all in the vetting, I guess?
Yeah, it all comes down to the vetting. But I do encourage you, to get your application in as soon as possible, just to get it out of the way so that you don't forget.
And I would think that if you're accepted for this, it must look good, must look great on a resume.
Absolutely looks good on your resume. Cayman Enterprise City, Enterprise Cayman, all of the special economic zones are held very highly, and they're very well known. So I definitely think it does give you that advantage.
All right. Well, folks, thank you so much for coming into the studio
Thank you.
telling us all about this great program. And sounds like you're really helping out the young people in Cayman to make a step forward.
Yes, we look forward to keeping the initiative growing, yes.
All right. That's it for this segment, but more talk today is coming up right now. We're going to drop into the newsroom and see what's making headlines.
Information, entertainment, inspiration.
Covering Grand Cayman, Little Cayman, Cayman Brac.
Since 1976 till now.
Radio Cayman in the Cayman Islands.
From Radio Cayman's newsroom, this is Headlines. Local, regional, international news.
The Headline News is brought to you by Kirk Market and Health Services Authority.
A former Health Services Authority practitioner is facing criminal charges. On Friday, the RCIPS said the 61-year-old, arrested on suspicion of manslaughter, has now been formally charged. He was arrested in September and is scheduled to appear in summary court tomorrow. While not commenting on the exact nature of the charges, the Health Services Authority says its focus remains on delivering safe, high-quality health care to the people of the Cayman Islands. In international headlines, Israel struck one of the main hospitals in the Gaza Strip today and then hit the facility again as journalists and rescue workers rushed to the scene, killing at least 20 people and wounding scores more. This is according to local health workers. It was among the deadliest of several Israeli strikes that have hit both hospitals and journalists over the course of the 22-month war sparked by Hamas's October 7, 2023 attack, and the attack came as Israel plans to widen its offensive to heavily populated areas. A humanitarian group said today that Libya's Coast Guard fired on its vessel as it searched for a migrant boat in distress in the Mediterranean Sea. The nonprofit SOS Mediterranean said the confrontation occurred a day earlier, about 40 nautical miles north of the Libyan coast, and released details and images of the incident. No casualties were reported, although the group said the vessel sustained significant damage. Those are your headlines. I'm April Cummings.
More news available at www.radiocayman.gov.ky. Check out our social media pages: Facebook, YouTube, X, formerly Twitter, Radio Cayman Headline News.
Do you have a healthcare question but not sure who to ask? Contact HSA's Patient Call Center to speak to one of our experienced clinical team members. We are here to answer your questions and help guide you through your healthcare journey. Need to make an appointment? Our team can help. Contact HSA at 949-8600 or email info@hsa.ky. At HSA, we are committed to caring for you.
Looking for fresh, healthy food that's full of flavor? Then you've got to visit Kirk Market. Our dishes are made with fresh, high-quality ingredients. Enjoy vibrant mixed greens or satisfying pasta salads. Or try one of our delicious grill options like blackened chicken, spicy beef steak, or grilled salmon. Looking for something light and flavorful? We've got sushi rolls and poke bowls prepared daily. And don't forget to explore a hot bar or Billy Fresh salad at the salad bar. Stop by Kirk Market today for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and taste the difference. Eat well, live well with Kirk Market.
Radio Cayman is pleased to feature this special Sister Islands historical vignette brought to you by the Ministry of District Administration and Lands. Explore your history, explore your land, explore your Sister Islands.
Captain Maybury Salisbury Kirkconnell, OBE JP, 1931 to 2002. Captain Maybury's career in public service began as a young man when he received medical treatment and would spend his school holidays assisting the local doctor on Cayman Brac. He was one of the pioneers of Cayman Brac Power and Light Company, Faith Hospital, and Kirkconnell Community Care Center. He was a deacon at his church and often served as lay pastor, an opportunity he cherished. He was also a master mariner. Captain Maybury was elected to the Legislative Assembly in 1980 and served for 20 years. In 1996, he was elected Speaker, the second person to hold the post, and the first sitting MLA to be elected to the position. He did not seek re-election in 2000, but later accepted the legislators' unanimous call to return for another term as Speaker. He retired in 2001. Captain Maybury treasured his years in public service and lived by his motto, country before self. Although he and his wife, Marilyn Nee Parchman, had no children, they raised a grandniece, Otelia McKeever Scott, and Captain Maybury helped several Brac young people to obtain a higher education. Captain Maybury, Salisbury, Kirkconnell.
Radio Cayman is pleased to feature this special Sister Islands historical vignette brought to you by the Ministry of District Administration and Lands. Explore your history, explore your land, explore your Sister Islands.
Explore your history, explore your land, explore your Sister Islands, the ultimate staycation experience. Your culture, your freedom, the land that time forgot isn't gone. It's your Sister Islands.
Discover all that our Sister Islands have to offer.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Welcome back. So, what's happening around the place anyway, eh? Anybody got something interesting to chat about? Pick up the phone, give me a call all those young people are gone. I'm here all by my lonesome. You can share a good thought, tell us how to make something right, or just plain what's bugging you. What's on your mind? Give me a call, 1-800-534-8255. That's Compliments of Flow. Or you can also call me on 949-8037 or 949-6990. Or for those who like WhatsApp, you can call me on the WhatsApp at 925-3261. Here on Talk Today over last couple of weeks, I guess, we've had a few callers who have voiced their opinion as to who they would like to see as the new deputy governor, who has, announced his retirement. The Honorable Franz Manderson is going to be leaving next year. And I see on Cayman News Service website, they're actually doing a poll. They're doing a poll as to who CNS readers think they should be the next deputy governor. And they were given, 7 candidates that were chosen by CNS, namely Cabinet Secretary Samuel Rose, Chief Officer of the Portfolio of Civil Service Gloria McFeel, Chief Officer of Ministry of Financial Services and Commerce Dax Bazdeo, the Chief Officer, Ministry of Tourism and Trade Development Strand Bodden, Chief Officer, Ministry of Planning, Lands, Agriculture, Housing, Infrastructure. That's a long one, isn't it? Eric Bush, the Chief Officer in the Ministry of Caymanian Employment and Immigration, Wesley Howell, Chief Advisor to the Deputy Governor, Mary Rodriguez, and the wild card candidate, self-proclaimed by the CNS, the Chief Executive Officer at the Cayman Islands Stock Exchange, Marco Archer. But not only can you vote for which of these people selected as candidates by CNS should be the next deputy governor, but you can also rate each of them. Yeah, I found that a bit much, actually a bit rough, because especially for a place as small as Cayman, and even more especially when the ratings begin with terrible. Yeah, you can actually rate these people as being terrible. And this is a public poll, and so that you got terrible, poor, fair, good, excellent. Well, I don't know. I don't know about that, to actually put these people up, I feel that's going a little too far. I know it's good for clicks and website visits, but do we really have to put these people, some good people, I may add, put these people through this? We don't even know if they are applying for the job, right? But you put their picture and name out there in the public for people to rate them as terrible or poor, and a meaningless poll. And not just the fact that you can publicly rate them as terrible, but the fact that you're publicly rating them at all. Who needs that, right? Which of us are in a position to really rate any of these people? If they're your family or friend, they're excellent. They're, wonderful. But if you had a little run-in with them a while back, or they didn't approve something that you were applying for, well, in your eyes, they might be terrible people. The voting poll is, all good. It's a fun thing. Totally meaningless, but a fun straw poll just to see who's the most popular. I say meaningless because, as far as I know, the ultimate approval for who will be the new deputy governor, that's going to come from London. What do you think about that? I think we have someone on the line. Good afternoon. You're on the air with Talk today.
Good afternoon, Mr. Glidden. You say must put all your troubles and all your financial ratings and all that on your shoulders, right? Anyway, good afternoon to you and good afternoon to Radio Cayman. I miss Susan a lot when she's not there, and I know she can be there 24/7. But she's
almost 24/7.
Yeah. Anyway, you were asking a question just a couple of minutes ago, and concerning who would be the next DG.
Yeah.
Well, I am a different opinion than you. If you don't mind, I think, yes, put it there, just like how we have to do every 4 years an election, that we can choose who we'd like to choose, but it should be between you, that application, and God. It don't have to be a broadcast, but it should be that we can choose, because too many times people get positions that we don't know, and it's because I have to throw it off on the government. It's because of some of the elected members know of their families. Their families have voted for them or something like that, and I wouldn't want to see it like that. I heard a few names mentioned, which I think they're all good. They're all good in my eyesight.
Mm-hmm.
But it should be like an election. We should know.
But let me get this straight. Let me see if I'm understanding you correctly. You're saying that we should actually have an election for the deputy governor?
Not really, but like an election. That it should be. I'm not saying that everybody's going to say this, or even the second person is going to think like this. It should be that we know who we're electing. We know their educational background and things like that. So
for the deputy governor position.
Yes, sir. Because
but you know the deputy governor is a civil servant.
Yes, I know. But like I was saying before, many people have gotten jobs, especially younger people, that their families are well known to a lot of the elected members or politicians, a matter of fact, and have been put in positions that they cannot hold. They don't have the intellect for it. They don't have the education for it, and yet we keep making those mistakes over and over. So it should be that the people know who they are electing. That's the way I feel. That's my opinion, and I'm sorry to load this all on you, but you are.
That's okay.
So, I give it to you. That's the way I feel, and I thank you again, and I hope you have a good afternoon.
Well, thank you for the call, and you have a good afternoon, too.
Thank you.
Well, there you go. Somebody actually thinks that we should elect the deputy governor. Well, we have another caller on the line. Good afternoon. You're on the air.
Hey, good afternoon, Mr. Glidden. Happy Monday.
Same to you.
Thank you. I have a cross agreement between you and the last caller.
Okay.
And I do think that the poll is very productive. That way it will give the government an idea of where the people's choice may lie. One name I didn't hear you mention, and that was, I know this person, Mr. Charles Clifford, has a wealth of experience that would certainly be thrown into that position.
Well, these were all candidates chosen by CNS.
Right, yeah. But I was saying that name should have been on there too. But that we do have some very viable, homegrown, generational Caymanians like Miss Gloria and Eric Bush, and some other names there. But I do agree that the poll is, in a sense, I didn't look at it. I saw it, but I really didn't open it. But I think it serves some purpose.
Well, it's a straw poll. I mean, I don't have anything against the poll.
Mm-hmm.
I had a little problem with the rating.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you did. You say you didn't really look at it.
No, I didn't.
Because
I didn't open it, but I heard you.
When you get into it,
some of the
you can rate these people, and it starts out with terrible, poor, fair, good, excellent.
Oh, that don't sound too encouraging. No, it should.
I mean, you can vote. There was two sections. There was two sections. Yeah. You can actually just vote, and then you can rate them.
Oh, yeah, but some of those options should give people an option to put in what they feel, not necessarily those. I agree with you there. Those types of words are unbecoming, to be honest. But in a sense, the poll itself, I think would serve a good purpose. I agree with you. Once I open it, I'll see. But hearing you describe it, it sounds like you were reading it from the article. And on the other hand, I noticed, say, for instance, the Prime Minister in the UK gets to choose, along with the government, it looks like, the Deputy Prime Minister. And so we'll equate our Deputy Governor to a Deputy Prime Minister in a manner of speaking, right?
Well, I don't think it's the Prime Minister in the UK. I think it's the Secretary of State, I think, that actually does it, that gives the ultimate approval.
Oh, I was just looking up online, and it was saying that the Prime Minister chooses the Deputy Prime Minister. So I'm just.
Oh, you mean in the UK?
Yes. And in the U.S. now, we have the President and the Vice President and the Secretary of State. So I would equate our governor or Deputy Governor as, I guess, sort of like a Secretary of State or Prime Minister, or Deputy Vice President. And, of course, in the U.S., the Vice President runs on the same ticket as the President. And so that's how they're selected. But in the UK, so I think for us, it's good that we have an idea of who they may choose, who are running for the position. And it would be good if we had that option of voting. But we're not
voting for the deputy governor.
Yes. It would. I think it would be productive to do so, but that is.
But he's not a politician. I mean, he doesn't represent people. I mean, he's in charge of the civil service.
Right, but he's still serving in the capacity of governing the island, in the capacity of being head of the civil service, but a deputy governor who actually can step in for the governor and govern the island, so he has two-in-one capacity to me. And so it could be a political position, but of course it's not. And so that's just my view, if I'm making any sense. It would be great if we did have a say in it, but, it is not that way. But we'd like to know, who are in the running for it, and hopefully it won't. I hate to say this, but of course everybody is basically saying we want a person like Mr. Manderson and previously Mr. Ebanks and who else, who were homegrown Caymanians, born and bred and raised, and
well, certainly let's hope that that's how it goes.
Yeah. So anyway, Yeah, that's what I had to say about it. So it was a bit of agreement with both, but we know that
All right.
it's not a position that we the people can actually vote for at this time.
Well, thank you for the call.
All
You
right,
have a
thank
good
you.
afternoon.
You too.
We have someone else on the line. Good afternoon. You're on the air with Talk Today.
Hey, Chalo. Good afternoon, man.
Good afternoon. How you doing?
I say, man, I got to tell you that interview you just had there with those young Caymanians,
Yeah.
I believe that's the best interview I heard on Radio Cayman with young Caymanians.
Well, thank you. And I'm sure
It sounded real. They sounded real to me, man. You know?
yeah, some bright young people.
Yeah, man. God bless them on their journey, you know? Well, one of them spoke about fair. And through my life, my young life, working, fear, I would say, has made me lose some things that I would rather not have lost. But fear is a killer, man. The quicker a student could overcome that, I don't know if you can overcome it, but I believe you can control it at times, because I do have it as bad now as when I was young,
Mm-hmm.
So the quicker a student could deal with that in life and go forward, I believe the better off he will be.
Well, what was it? I think it was Franklin D. Roosevelt who said, "There's nothing to fear but fear itself."
Yeah, that could work. I tell you. But, Chalo, like I tell you, man, me and the Mike Fields, we're not the same people. I'm an Ebanks.
From the Ebanks tribe.
Yeah, I'm from West Bay, and I support Gloria McField for the next deputy governor. I mean, I sit down and I listen to this woman acting as a deputy governor.
Yeah, she's done that several times.
Yes, and like you said this morning on the talk show, if you can act it, you can do it. Yeah, well, I mean, Mr. Manderson and the Premier was on there this morning,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to talk to them, but it was nice that they have made it good together so far. And I know Franks would be missing there as well. But I feel like Franks and Gloria made a good job together. I thought their work would have been good together. And I would have think that he would have taught her a lot of stuff which prepared her to take his place when he's absent from there. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ask all George Tunnels, support your daughter of the land, because West Bayers will be behind her as well. All right, Chalo, have a good afternoon, man.
All right, you take care.
Yeah, man.
And so people still wanting to have their input into who's going to be the next deputy governor, but I'm afraid, that's all going to be settled up there on the 5th floor and in London, because whoever's interested in pursuing that job, they have to go and do an interview, as far as I know, with a panel that includes the governor, and they will make a choice, and then that choice has to be sanctioned by London, because being deputy governor, that means that when the governor is away, the deputy governor acts in his place and is in fact, representing His Majesty's government. We have another caller. Good afternoon. You're on the air.
Good afternoon, Mr. Glidden. I trust you're well and the good folks at Radio Cayman are doing good.
Thank you. Good
You're
afternoon.
welcome, sir. I want to talk a little bit about customer service here in this country.
Okay.
Or the lack of customer service.
The lack thereof.
Yeah. There's a really lack of, and these companies that are here providing services. We're going to talk about Lime for a few minutes here today, because I had an experience that the public needs to understand, and Lime management needs to understand that pretty faces behind counters with attitude don't go well with me. I went to the Galleria Plaza on Saturday afternoon, and it should have taken no more than 5 minutes, the most 6, to top up, to put my plan on my cell phone for the month. At the kiosk there, well, the kiosk said, with a sign on it written, no top up, so the kiosk was broken. Flo has this stupid system that when you go in, you have to now give them your name. They have someone standing there, he signs you in, and you sit down or you stand up in line. I chose to stand in line, but the office was full of customers sitting down and waiting in line. The young man said to me, no, you have to give me your name so you can go stand in line. You have to do top up from the line. I said, okay. Mr. Glidden, an hour later, I was still standing in line.
Your feet were hurting you by then, right?
And I started to complain peacefully. I started to say, Flo has to go. You all are going to hear what I have to say today. I'm going to talk it on the talk show because it has to be said. Flo is following Lime always. The young ladies behind the counter, they have no attitude. One looked like she was as mean and her mouth was pushed out. The other one, she stood there and was standing up talking to one of her friends while doing something else for another customer that was opening an account. This is the type of customer service we have in this country. And I think Flo was put to the test about a month or a month and a half ago, if you remember, when their cable system went down.
Yeah.
And Off-Reg put them in their place and told them the Cayman Islands is your biggest market where you operate, so you are going to have redundancies and backup systems in place for whenever your systems go down. Because customers are paying for a service, we want that service to work. There are certain parts of West Bay where more cell towers need to go up because the service is dead. But we get into the customer service part. So I said to the young man, I said, this is ridiculous. And I looked at another lady said to me, a Caymanian lady said, she went to Savannah because she lives up there, and up there was even worse. So she had to come down on West Bay Road, so she decided to stop Galleria. And she said, down here is even worse. And then I looked around, and it was about 10 customers sitting down waiting in to get their name called. 2 hadn't put their name up in the system, so he did one and they took the other customer because he was already in line. But the point is, you have 2 customer service agents in a business on a busy Saturday when you know people's bills are due for the month, and when you know if your system is down for the top up, customers have to go stand in line. We don't come to stand in line for an hour like I told them. I said, I don't have all day to stand in line to top a phone up for something that should take 5 minutes.
So was it that they just didn't have enough customer service agents working?
Yes, they don't. But then they look like they're just as slow can be with what they're doing. And I'm like, you all really have an attitude problem, number one. You have a customer service problem, number one. And you certainly have a company problem, number one, because the young man said to me, we don't get lunch. I said, well, good and fine. But that still doesn't explain why I have to come here and wait an hour to do a top-up that should take 5 minutes. Then he says, I said, this service is pathetic. That's the only reason to describe Flow service. It's pathetic. And I said to him, I hope when I call the talk shows that your higher management are listening.
But did you make any appeal or complaint directly to the company?
No, because it's not going to do anything. Flow doesn't. Unfortunately, Flow thinks that people need them. There was another issue a couple months ago when Flow had to do something to their cell towers. Because I've known a while now that Logic wants to come and put mobile service in. And Flow had stopped that, and Off-Rake made Flow go fix what needed to be fixed on their towers so Logic can get to do what they got to do, whatever that is. So that is two things that Off-Rake had to go to Flow for this year only. But the young man said, believe you me, management reviews these cameras in this office every evening. So management knows, Mr. Glidden, what is happening in the office. They can see all the customers standing there and waiting. And there were customers in there an hour before me or a half an hour before me. The service is pathetic, and there is no customer service. Period, full stop. That's the sad part about it.
When you started off, you said that you wanted to talk about customer service in Cayman. Do you think that experience that you had there at the Flow office?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Do you think that is prevalent throughout Cayman?
Yes, it's very prevalent because I will tell you what I do and what I don't do, and this should resonate to the businesses that are out there. I try to eat very healthy as I can, and it's a lot more expensive.
Oh, yeah, you better believe it.
Cutting out junk, that's what it means. The customer service that is around, even if you go to the supermarket sometime, you go to the cashiers, some of them don't even look at you. They don't even say good morning. They don't say good afternoon. So I have now taken to go into only certain customer service cashiers at the supermarket that will say it. Because I'm not begging people for anything. I'm paying for something. And if people in customer service roles do not understand the principle of why you are there, then you should not be in a customer services role. A front-facing role, period, because you should be put behind a desk if you've got a sulky, rude look on your face, or if you can't even say a simple good morning or good afternoon to your customers. What's the point of me having you there? I might as well just go buy my groceries through the supermarket, roll my card up, and move you from the cash register and say, I'm going to check myself out. That's how I feel sometimes when
And it's getting like that in the States where you check yourself out. But
yeah.
I've found, though, that sort of thing that you're talking about, the cashier greeting you and so forth, I think we've improved, though. Would you say that?
There are some
from 10, 15 years ago, there's been an improvement?
But there's still a lot lacking. Because I will say this was how I was taught how customer service was, okay? Many years ago when I started to work. I was told clean and straight by my supervisor in the bank. You are here to serve the customers. It doesn't matter what type of day you are having.
Right.
You are doing a job. You have to suck it up. If you're sick, go home. You shouldn't have come to work.
Leave your problems at home.
When you come to work and you walk through that work office, wherever you are, what you are carrying with you from the outside needs to stay on the outside. Don't bring your attitudes into work because customers will complain. Remember, in customer service, whether the customer is wrong or right, the customer is always right.
Right. Yes. True.
If you have to butt attitudes every place you go in this country, because we have such an influx of foreigners here that don't really give a darn whether they say thank you or good morning or whatever to you, then it really needs to change. I don't eat out. I eat from 2 places, and all I eat out anymore is jerk chicken. That's it. I don't eat out anymore. I stopped doing it because of the attitude. I can cook just about anything any restaurant can cook better, and I know it's healthy. But this thing about because you own a business and that I must come into your business because you're selling what I might need, that doesn't have to go so, because if you get poor customer service all the time from a business, you are going to stop doing business with that business.
And even if you're selling something really good, bad customer service can kill it all.
It kills it all. I'm going to leave you after I say this. Many years ago in banking, when I was a teller, I had a customer say to me, young man, I want to give you $10 to buy some lunch today. And I said, sir, I appreciate it, but we can't accept monetary gifts. He looked at me, he says, I'm not leaving from in front of you till I give you this $10. And why I'm giving it to you is because of your customer service.
There you go.
No matter what type of day you are having, you don't show me what type of day you're having. You address me as good afternoon when I come here to cash my check every Friday. And he says, for that, I have to say thank you. I looked at him and I said, no, sir, thank you. Give me a minute. I went and I pulled my supervisor and I said, this customer wants to give me $10. He doesn't want to leave. I've explained it to him. She says, well, let me come and tell him. She came, she said, good afternoon, sir. We're not supposed to take money from you, but since you insist that he has it to buy lunch, we'll put it in an envelope and he will buy his lunch. And thank you. You see, it is not, I keep telling people, it's not what you say to people, but how you say it.
Right, and how you treat people.
If 2 people buck heads and they're good friends and they really don't want a friendship to dissolve and go its way after so many, whatever years, you would realize that you value that person. Mm-hmm. They would realize the same. They would realize you both value one another, respect one another, enough to sit down and say, I was wrong or you were wrong, or both of us were wrong. Let's say this is a learning experience. Customer service has to be improved in this country. And, when I go and I get bad customer service now, I will just say, I'm going to think hard about coming back here because of the way you spoke to me, because I'm not begging you for anything, and I'm not coming in here to steal anything. You're offering me a service. If it's where it is a pleasant customer service experience that keeps me coming back, I will come back to you. If it's not, I'm not going to come back to you.
Well,
because I'm not begging you to say good morning to me,
I have to break it on you. I have to break it on you. And
yes, sir.
I thank you so much for your call. But
yes, sir. But
I got to take a break.
Service is lacking. You have a good day, sir.
All right. You too. Thanks for the call.
Bye-bye.
We're going to take a break. We got some callers on the lines. Hang in there for me. We'll be right back.
Accidents and illnesses can strike without warning. Ouch! When it comes to urgent care, every second counts. At Doctors Hospital, we have a dedicated team of experienced doctors and nursing staff available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Don't waste time in an overcrowded emergency room when you need urgent care. Whether it's a broken bone, a severe infection, or a sudden illness, trust in Doctors Hospital's unwavering dedication to providing the best immediate care. For complete urgent care when you need it the most, choose Doctors Hospital, located in Georgetown, 16 Middle Road.
Hungry? Need Subway any time of the day?
Yeah.
We've got you covered. Subway at Anderson Square, Centennial Towers, and Countryside Shopping Village is open 24/7, serving up fresh, delicious subs anytime you need them. And for your weekend cravings, West Shore Center is also open 24 hours on Friday nights and until 1 a.m. on Saturdays, because it's never too late for a great meal. Skip the line and order ahead with the Subway Cayman Islands app, or get your favorites delivered straight to your door with Bento and Let's Eat. Fresh, fast, and always here when you need us. Subway, eat fresh.
Shipping to the Cayman Islands is fast, reliable, and seamless thanks to Cayman Airways Cargo. Need it faster than ocean freight? Cayman Airways Cargo offers multiple cargo flights to Grand Cayman from Miami weekly, so your packages, whether big, small, or in between, will arrive in no time. You can even use a Cayman Airways Cargo US address for your online shopping. Cayman Airways Cargo is also the only carrier providing air freight services for Cayman Brac and Little Cayman. Contact us today and see why Cayman Airways Cargo was voted as Cayman's best cargo and logistics company in the Best of Cayman Awards. For details, visit CaymanAirways.com/cargo.
Stay cyber secure with Cayman National. Here are a few tips that will benefit you. Ensure to log out completely when you finish any online banking activities. Be aware of phishing attempts and only click links from trusted sources that are sent from your device through emails and messages. Remember, Cayman National will never ask you for your credentials. If you suspect a fraud attempt or that your account has been compromised, please immediately contact our customer support team at 949-8300.
Looking to transform your space? From custom homes to commercial spaces, we bring your vision to life with precision, quality, and elegance. At Mike's Builders, we make it happen.
Mike's Builders turned my dream home into a reality. Their team is professional, efficient, and truly the best in the business. Good communication? Check. Cleanliness? Check. Professionalism? On point. You have to try Mike's Builders for yourself.
Call us today at 923-0706. That's 923-0706. Mike's Builders. Let's build a beautiful world together.
Aunt Angie, how does it feel to have broken the bull riding world record?
Sore, Sean. That bull was angry.
Angie, I think that bull is headed towards your red convertible.
I broke the world record and he broke my car. Oh well, at least I've got CG Comprehensive Motor to cover this.
Get covered for collision, damage, and more. CG Brit-K. Good like that. All benefits are subject to policy provisions, including eligibility at the time of service.
Stay cyber secure with Cayman National. Here are a few tips that will benefit you. Ensure to log out completely when you finish any online banking activities. Be aware of phishing attempts and only click links from trusted sources that are sent from your device through emails and messages. Remember, Cayman National will never ask you for your credentials. If you suspect a fraud attempt or that your account has been compromised, please immediately contact our customer support team at 949-8300.
There's something new at Subway. Indulge your taste buds with our new barbecue pork rib sandwich tender. Smoky pork ribs smothered in sweet and tangy barbecue sauce, built just the way you like it. It's bold, rich, and seriously satisfying. But hurry, it's here for a limited time only. Order now on the Subway Cayman Islands app for quick in-store pickup or get it delivered with Bento or Let's Eat. The all-new barbecue pork rib sandwich, only at Subway. Subway. Eat fresh.
Yummy. Shipping to the Cayman Islands is fast, reliable, and seamless thanks to Cayman Airways Cargo. Need it faster than ocean freight? Cayman Airways Cargo offers multiple cargo flights to Grand Cayman from Miami weekly, so your packages, whether big, small, or in between, will arrive in no time. You can even use a Cayman Airways Cargo US address for your online shopping. Cayman Airways Cargo is also the only carrier providing air freight services for Cayman Brac and Little Cayman. Contact us today and see why Cayman Airways Cargo was voted as Cayman's best cargo and logistics company in the Best of Cayman Awards. For details, visit CaymanAirways.com/cargo.
The best foundation you can wear is glowing, healthy skin. The offices of dermatologist Dr. Wayne Porter specialize in enhancing your skin's well-being. Whether you're seeking advanced skincare, including any skin cancers, Botox, filler, cosmetic skin enhancements, or simply looking to reduce wrinkles, Dr. Porter offers a full-service dermatology and dermatological surgery practice. For more information, email drportercayman@gmail.com or call 946-9020. That is 946-9020.
Looking for fresh, healthy food that's full of flavor? then you've got to visit Kirk Market. Our dishes are made with fresh, high-quality ingredients. Enjoy vibrant mixed greens or satisfying pasta salads. Or try one of our delicious grill options like blackened chicken, spicy beef steak, or grilled salmon. Looking for something light and flavorful? We've got sushi rolls and poke bowls prepared daily. And don't forget to explore a hot bar or Billy Fresh salad at the salad bar. Stop by Kirk Market today for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and taste the difference. Eat well, live well with Kirk Market.
Looking to transform your space? From custom homes to commercial spaces, we bring your vision to life with precision, quality, and elegance. At Mike's Builders, we make it happen.
Mike's Builders turned my dream home into a reality. Their team is professional, efficient, and truly the best in the business. Good communication? Check. Cleanliness? Check. Professionalism? On point. You have to try Mike's Builders for yourself.
Call us today at 923-0706. That's 923-0706. Mike's Builders. Let's build a beautiful world together.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Welcome back. Got a WhatsApp response to the last caller complaining about Flow customer service. It says, Mr. Glidden, not Cayman BRAC. These Flow workers on the BRAC are excellent. They are kind, caring, and very helpful. Thanks to them all at Flow on the BRAC. There you go. We have someone on the line. Good afternoon. You're on the air.
Good afternoon, Charles. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Well, first of all, let me begin by saying that about the deputy governor appointment, the prospective appointment. I think that list there is not quite complete. I would have wanted to see one more person there.
Who?
Pardon me?
Who would you like to have seen added to that?
Well, somebody called Charles Glidden. You know. I thought, if I may embarrass you, you've been in the system for quite a while, and that job, part of it is public relations, and you've been in that area for quite some time. I think you would have been a fair person to put on the list. But as you say, it was chosen by CNS, and maybe they had their own criteria. So now, I want to agree with you on two things. And which are the only things I think you've said, essentially. One, I just don't think that the ratings on the CNS poll, I would have written them that way.
Yeah.
I mean, terrible, poor, fair, good, excellent. I mean, I don't argue with the idea that they could be rated like that, but I would have been happy with just a poll. But then,
me too.
Human beings,
it was just a fun poll, right?
Yeah, just a fun poll, because when I look at the people there, and when I used to be in government, I dealt with virtually all of them, some of them fleetingly, others with greater detail. All the people on that list, in my view, and I'm not trying to be politically correct, okay? And because I'm expressing an opinion not just based on their public image, but also what I've known them to be when I used to work for government. Any of those guys would be a very, very good deputy governor. My suspicion is that the front runner is Gloria for more than one reason, but all of those would be quite good. And you can be sure, and this brings me to the next point, you can be sure that the British government is carefully watching this, because as you have said, eventually it is the British government which appoints.
Mm-hmm.
And you can be sure that all our good people here, including anybody else that the British government thinks might be put forward, there's probably a file somewhere where they are checking their social media accounts and their history and so on.
Right.
Because they want to make sure that the person who is appointed will do. Once, for example, they are faced with an issue, do you do what Caymanians want, or do you do what the British government wants? they will want the British government somebody who will lean towards them. I mean, that's why the constitution is structured in the way it is. Now, some people have said, well, why don't this morning, I think, although I don't think it was a serious point, this morning on Dr. Teresa and Dr. Steve on the show, they said, well, if the deputy governor can act as governor, why can't he be governor? And I think it was just a fun thing that they were saying. But somebody did try later on to make it a serious point. But really, it can't be a serious point because the British government, there is no way, so long as Cayman remains a colony of the United Kingdom. I know they don't use the word colony anymore.
Yeah.
It's territory. So long as that remains, I do not see that the deputy governor can be appointed by anybody other than Her Majesty's government. However, an attempt can be made to try and see that the deputy governor owes some gratitude to the local government for their appointment. I think one thing that could be tried would be if the deputy governor could be appointed on the recommendation of the local parliament to the British government, okay? And to be removable only on the recommendation of the local parliament. That is something that possibly the British government might consider. And the argument regarding that would be, well, look, yes, the person who you appoint is Caymanian, but really, is there anything in their appointment which gives them some loyalty to the local people? And then you can mention Article 73 of the UN Charter, which says that in any case where a government is in charge of the administration of an overseas territory, the interests of the people in those territories are paramount. So how can you say that those interests are paramount if they don't participate in the appointment of the deputy governor? Okay?
And the deputy governor sits in Parliament.
Yeah, exactly. And it sits in Parliament. He's almost like an elected official. He even introduces issues like bills in Parliament if there are any issues which fall under him. Which normally in some systems you can't do that because he's not supposed to decide policy, and yet at the same time he introduces bills in Parliament sometimes, okay? And especially that he performs those kinds of roles. I think you want the local parliament to be involved in his appointment and his removal. So that would be my real suggestion over that. I think also, having said all that, my view is I also suspect that at the moment the British government is already in negotiation with the local powers that be. In as much as the applications are going through, the British government is already giving a little bit of an indication who might be acceptable and who might not be acceptable. So
they're putting a check next to some names, right?
Yeah, to say, okay, this one is all right, but that one is not all right, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
I also suspect that Franz's word will also matter a little bit. He might even be part of the interview panel, yeah. Because you know what happened last time when Franz got the job, people were saying that, don't worry, even if Donovan Ebanks may so rest in peace, he was a good deputy governor as well. When he was leaving, he said, well, look, we are going to have an open recruitment process. but Caymanians were saying, oh, we know it's open recruitment process, but we know it's going to be France, you know. But that's not to say that France didn't deserve it. I mean, he had been in government for a long time, and it was really great. But these are just some of the things that we discussed. But anybody, I think of those who will be appointed deputy governor, I think will be a good deputy governor. I think what they should try to do is change the system so that the system engenders more of that person supporting Caymanians equally as they support the British government, rather than a system which tends to demand from them that they lean more one way than the other. That's my little 2 cents on it.
Thanks for the call.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Bye.
We have someone else on the line. Good afternoon. You're on the air with Talk Today.
Good afternoon, Mr. Charlo.
Yes.
Is it Is it coming down to newsstand?
Yep, you got about, 4.5 minutes?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I got someone else on the line, too, so I need to try and squeeze them in.
Yeah, I just want to express a little light talent, not the best of the best, but,
Okay. Go ahead, quickly.
I feel like doing a little singing today, Mr. Charlo. All right, here's the goal. She was a special lady who's got the touch. She massaged my back and didn't ask for much. When she was leaving, she hugged and kissed me. Her love didn't cost. Her love was free. She gave me her number and said, call me. I replied, yes, here's mine, let it be. She said, baby, let's take some pics. This was instant love. It wasn't a trick. I said to myself, is this lady for real? It looked to me like she was the real deal. The love I felt, it seemed to be so true. So I'll cherish the moment, maybe say I do. A special love is one that you don't forget. A special love is one that you don't regret. A love on the go, a love to remember. A love so true, a love only for members.
All right.
Love on the go.
All right. Thanks for that one.
All right. Mr.
Sounded good.
All right.
All right. Let's see. Do we have someone else on the line there? Yeah. Let's take another call before the news. Good afternoon. You're on the air.
Good afternoon, Charlo.
Yes. How is it going?
Hello.
Yes. Hello.
I'm fine. I don't know if this topic today is just on the DG position. Is that what?
No, we're talking. That's one of the topics.
Okay, well, that's the one I want to mention. While I have no problem with the previous Deputy Governor, Mr. Franz Manderson, I think he deserved what he got, and I hate to see him retire as far as that's concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's an excellent example of what the indigenous Caymanian can be. Anyway, better watch how I get into people Caymanians and think that I'm saying something against them. But anyway, I'm not. But I heard data recommending that the person should be elected for this position, replace Mr. Manderson. And I just thought I would comment a bit on that.
Go ahead.
While I don't think it's necessary for an election, but I have experienced with different departments some of the selections that were made by I don't know who have been a failure as far as I'm concerned. And I'm hoping that will not be what happens in this instance. I heard something about Miss Gloria. Well, maybe shortlisted or something. I don't even know who the list.
The name has just come up.
It just came up.
Yeah, people have just been saying they'd like to see her.
So, well, to be honest, I wouldn't have a problem with that either. But as I say, I just want to make it known that whoever is in charge of doing this, whether UK or whoever, they need to be more careful with some of the appointments that I've experienced with some of these departments, government departments, because some of them don't deserve to be there and they should be moved as far as I'm concerned. But I trust this would be a different situation, and I feel that there'd be enough competent people to determine who is capable or eligible or prepared or whatever the case may be for this position. It's a responsible position. The whole civil service is under that individual, and I'm sure that's a pretty hefty load. And I'm not saying anyone that's nominated or whatever is not able to do it. But anyway, I just thought they should be careful with whoever they appoint for this position and consider what they've done in the past. Maybe this isn't the right government to criticize for that. I'm not criticizing anyone.
Well, it won't be a political decision.
Pardon?
I say it won't be a political decision.
I didn't think so either. But anyway, under the present government versus a previous government.
Well, listen, thank you so much for the call, though.
Okay, well, I trust they make the right decision, and I trust they'll stop making the wrong decisions on some of those positions that I've mentioned.
All right. You have a good afternoon.
Thank you.
It's news time, so let's see what's making headlines.
Radio station. Radio Cayman is the voice of the Cayman Islands. From Radio Cayman's newsroom, this is Headlines.
The headline news is brought to you by Kirk Market.
Cabinet approved several major measures at its latest meeting, including progress on new regulations for children and adoption laws, the development of a new environmental health bill, and funding increases for scholarships. Members also agreed to proceed with public transport planning, rezoning proposals, and also announced appointments to the Public Lands Commission and Public Transport Board. Additionally, new funding was allocated for government management and a public road project in the BRAC. You can find the full meeting summary online at gov.ky. In international headlines, some National Guard units patrolling the U.S. Capitol at the direction of President Donald Trump have begun to carry firearms, an escalation of his military deployment that makes good on a directive issued late last week by his defense secretary. A Defense Department official who was not authorized to speak publicly said some units on certain missions would be armed, some with handguns and others with rifles. The spokesperson said that all units with firearms have been trained and are operating under strict rules for use of force. Netflix appears to have its first #1 box office title in the streaming company's 18-year history, thanks to the sensation of K-pop Demon Hunters. Rival Studios on Sunday estimated K-pop Demon Hunters led all films over the weekend, with $16 to $18 million in ticket sales. Distribution executives from the three studios shared their estimates for the Netflix phenomenon on condition of anonymity, because the streaming company has a policy of not reporting ticket sales. Those are your headlines. I'm April Cummings.
www.radiocayman.gov.ky. Check out our social media pages: Facebook, YouTube, X, formerly Twitter, Radio Cayman Headline News.
Looking for fresh, healthy food that's full of flavor? Then you've got to visit Kirk Market. Our dishes are made with fresh, high-quality ingredients. Enjoy vibrant mixed greens or satisfying pasta salads. Or try one of our delicious grill options like blackened chicken, spicy beef steak, or grilled salmon. Looking for something light and flavorful? We've got sushi rolls and poke bowls prepared daily. And don't forget to explore a hot bar or Billy Fresh salad at the salad bar. Stop by Kirk Market today for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and taste the difference. Eat well, live well with Kirk Market.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Welcome back, and let's take a quick look at the weather at Owen Roberts International. It's 85 degrees, feels like 101. Winds about 4 knots out of the east-southeast, and the forecast is calling for thunder showers, or thunderstorms, thunderstorms through the rest of the afternoon and into the night. And taking a look at the radar here, we've got some rain activity. See some in between Grand Cayman and the sister islands there. And looks like we might have something coming towards us. And checking in with the National Hurricane Center in Miami. Well, up until this morning, they had an area of disturbed weather with some potential, but that has been taken off of their latest forecast map. So that's good news. I guess that's just going to be a tropical wave coming through the Caribbean here. So no storms, no hurricanes in the Caribbean right now. And let's see, we've been talking about quite a few things this afternoon. We've heard everything from from who should be the next deputy governor to customer service in Cayman. And I want to say congratulations to Al Ebanks. Caymanian artist and fashion designer Al Ebanks is showing off his talents next month at Infinite Exposure shows during the New York Fashion Week, which takes place 11th to the 16th of September. Joining Al will be another Caymanian designer, Norma Ebanks, who will be showcasing her collection. And 7 Caymanian models have been confirmed to wear several pieces by both local designers in their show. Al Ebanks and Norma Ebanks, Caymanians doing great things. Well, salute. Keep doing it. And do we have someone on the line? Yep, one person waiting for us. So let's take a call. On the WhatsApp, people are in. Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. You're on the air.
Good afternoon, Charles.
Yes, how are you doing?
Okay, what's up?
What's up on the WhatsApp?
Yeah. Let's talk about the cost of living.
Oh, boy. That hits everybody.
The premier was talking about that this morning.
Mm-hmm.
With Dr. Steve and Ms. Pitcairn and Deputy Governor. And he said that Off-Rig and the government are going to be working with CUC when it comes to the cost of electricity by trying to work with making fuel cheaper.
The government duty on it?
Yes, and they're going to try to see if they can work with liquid natural gas, and they're also going to talk about dealing with solar. And the premier said that dealing with CUC and lowering the electricity rates will also give people more money in their pockets when they're going to the grocery stores. They're able to buy more groceries that they need. And he said by dealing with CUC with their electricity rates will marshal the biggest dent in the cost of living. And also, he said that food, unhealthy food, they're working on getting the price of unhealthy food to cost more than healthy food.
So are they will put a duty on it? Is that what was being said? Increase the duty on it?
It sounds like they're going to try to encourage people to buy healthy food instead of unhealthy food by making the healthy food cheaper. So they're really working hard towards the cost of living, and they're asking the private sector to work with them in order to find solutions for the cost of living. And it seems as though they realize that dealing with CUC will marshal the biggest dent in the cost of living. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you for the call. Yeah, I didn't hear that show this morning, but that's interesting to hear that they're going to try and do something about the fuel duty on there. We'll have to check that out and see exactly what that means as far as them giving up some duty that would go toward the government coffers, right? So, but I guess every little bit will help, because a lot of people are hurting when it comes to the cost of living, and everything from, just going to the grocery store, that electricity bill, and when you have medications, the insurance doesn't go very far as covering medications that you are on for on a long term. It's one thing that when you just have to go to the pharmacy and get a prescription filled for one time or maybe a month or two. But when you are on prescribed medicine, say for high blood pressure, that's long term. You just don't take that for a couple of months, or, like antibiotics, you use up the prescription and then, that's it. You're better. You don't have to take it. When you're doing, when you have high blood pressure or some other ailment, that's a long-term thing. That's every month, and that can cost you anywhere $50 something to fill a prescription for a high blood pressure. Add that up times 12. We need to take a break. We'll be right back.
Shipping to the Cayman Islands is fast, reliable, and seamless thanks to Cayman Airways Cargo. Need it faster than ocean freight? Cayman Airways Cargo offers multiple cargo flights to Grand Cayman from Miami weekly, so your packages, whether big, small, or in between, will arrive in no time. You can even use a Cayman Airways Cargo US address for your online shopping. Cayman Airways Cargo is also the only carrier providing air freight services for Cayman Brac and Little Cayman. Contact us today and see why Cayman Airways Cargo was voted as Cayman's best cargo and logistics company in the Best of Cayman Awards. For details, visit CaymanAirways.com/cargo.
Did you know ordering your favorite sandwich from Subway just got easier? Yeah, picture this. No more waiting in line. No more fussing with cash. Just a delicious taste of Subway at your fingertips. With our new app, ordering your go-to sub is as easy as a few taps on your phone. Plus, receive exclusive deals and earn loyalty points with every purchase made on the app. Download the new Subway app today and get ready to ditch the lines and drive straight into your flavor. Visit the App Store or Google Play Store on your mobile phone and search for Subway Cayman Islands. Subway. Eat fresh.
Did you know that Doctors Hospital provides urgent care services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? And Doctors Hospital's urgent care physicians have access to the most advanced MRI and CT imaging in the Caribbean, providing reliable diagnostics when you need it most. When you need quality urgent care for an illness or injury, Doctors Hospital is here for you 24/7. Whether it's a migraine, chest or abdominal pain, shortness of breath, broken bones, or another urgent need, Doctors Hospital at the top of Walker's Road. Urgent care right now.
Freedom, Cayman Brac. Freedom, Little Cayman. Soft breezes, blue waters, no traffic. Unwind and rejuvenate your mind, body, and soul. Sister Island Staycations, a taste of freedom. Discover all that our sister islands have to offer. Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Yeah, what is on your mind? Give me a shout. Tell me what's on your mind. Send me a message. WhatsApp message here. The first part of it says, I vote for Gloria for the next deputy governor. Well, Gloria's been getting a lot of votes here on Talk Today as far as a candidate for the next deputy governor. And furthermore, this person says, with Mr. Brown, that's Craig Brown, who just gave us his little rap there. He says, you should encourage impromptu talent to share on their terms on your show. Well, Maybe. Maybe. And just before we went to the break there, I'd mentioned about if you're on a long-term prescription, how the insurance doesn't, at least if you're on a basic plan, the SHIC plan, that doesn't carry forward too much. If after what is it, $400? I think it is $400 for prescription, out of hospital visit to the doctor, any kind of diagnostic test or anything like that. So, what are we going to do about insurance, health insurance specifically, in Cayman? What are we going to do? Doesn't seem like it's quite working the way intended. A lot of people can't afford it, and as we actually heard a representative from the Lions Club say the other day, when they are helping people, you would be surprised how many people are actually without any kind of health insurance. That even for something like a prostate exam or some other kind of health exam, they don't have the insurance to do it, and they don't have the money to do it. So what are we going to do about health insurance here in Cayman? I see Simon Caudry. He's giving his prescription for curing our health insurance dilemma here in Cayman. He wrote an opinion piece, an article in the Compass, and he talked about the same thing here too when he was here. He was here in the studio back, I guess April, May, when I first started doing this, and he mentioned the same thing when he was in here, and I like what Simon is saying. We're a small country here. It's like a big company. If you can imagine, there are companies in the U.S., other places, that have more employees than Cayman has population. So why not just have one insurer for the whole country? You still have to pay. It's not socialized medicine or something like that. You have one insurance company that you tender it out and say, hey, we got this many people that we need to insure. How much you going to do it for? What are you going to cover? And you tender it out, and you award this franchise for health insurance in the Cayman Islands. You still have to pay for it, just like how we pay for it now. But it's a mandatory insurance. Somebody else who's got a lot of money, if they want to go and get some other kind of insurance, well, that's their business, but they still have to make that contribution to the national insurance. And, we get some decent health insurance coverage for everybody in Cayman. Because if you got big numbers like that, you can get a better deal. It's like the difference between retail and wholesale, right? If you're buying a lot of something wholesale, you get a better price than if you're buying it one on a retail basis. And we need to look at that, a single payer health insurance system. We got someone on the line. Good afternoon. You're on the air with Talk Today.
Good afternoon, Mr. Charles. How are you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
All right. This SHIC insurance plan, that should be thrown out because it fools people. It lulls you into thinking
yes.
that you have insurance and you really, really don't. I've heard that in major illnesses or something, it will trip in. But
yeah, when you're hospitalized, you got to be hospitalized for it to really, really, make a difference.
Yeah, but it's no good. It's just no good. And the fact that the government mandates that you have to have it. People cannot get work permits. You can't do anything unless you have this piece of paper saying that you have what I consider to be worthless, useless insurance. They could, put a plan together, even if it's just a little more, but that's more reasonable. But anyway, that won't happen as long as insurance and other things, banking and all that, continue to go unregulated. We can't expect the private sector to just give up parts of their profit. It doesn't work like that. And I remember one big insurance agency owner telling me that business has no conscience, and that is true. What I believe needs to happen, and we have the answers here. For some of those people that you were speaking about, that you said the Service Club had mentioned, they have no insurance or the means to do certain things.
Yeah.
We need to go to a more socialized type insurance. And as always, if I throw something out there, I'm going to try to put something with it that can also be the solution. Government has at their disposal the means to get enough money into their coffers that our people don't have to live like that. Up to this point, governments have been unwilling to do anything, that's a little out of the norm, anything that's not the status quo. But thank goodness we're seeing real good evidence that this is a different kind of government.
Thinking out of the box?
Well, I don't like that term. That is so overused. But they're bold. We have a bold government who will venture and go where no one has gone before. And if there's ever a time or a place that we need to do that, it is with the unregulated real estate market. Don't you see how wild it is? We even have our Sir Alvin and a sitting member of the legislative now venturing into real estate because it is so lucrative. One of the reasons why it's so lucrative is because people come here and for a fraction of what they would pay in government fees anywhere else in this world, they can buy up millions of dollars, they can buy acres, they can buy any number of luxury units, whether it's apartment buildings, condos, single-family homes, whatever. And they pay a one-time fee. With a one-time fee, as far as I know, it is still somewhere around 7.5%.
Yeah.
But that is so ridiculous because where else, anyway, regardless about where else, we need to institute an annual fee on real estate, especially undeveloped or that type of real estate that's just sitting there, land banking, accumulating, and giving relief, some sort of tax relief to these people. And I guarantee you, Charles, if the government even levied a small annual fee of about 3%, no more than 5%, 3 to 5% on properties over, and I would just say 3 million. I would just throw 3 million out there to sort of leave out the Caymanian homeowner. A small fee like that annually would help government in so many ways with so many programs. And, of course, there are other areas that we could be getting more money from in the financial industry. We scare the people of the Cayman Islands by saying, if we put up fees, they're going to run. They're not going to run.
Where would they run to?
That's another thing. But what I'm telling you, the service providers, the bank, trust company, the banks, the lawyers, the accounting firms, they put their fees up all the time. right? Even, well, just think about us. What's the last time Butterfield Bank or any of the others wrote to us to ask permission if they could go up in fees on our accounts? I mean,
You know what I like about the banks? You put money in, they charge you to put it in.
Yep.
You go and get your money out, they charge you to take your money out.
That's right. That's right. And I mean, this is serious. And so many other fees in between. I have a small business, a micro business. That's the category it falls under in trade and business.
I'm right there with you.
The fees that I pay monthly, well over $100. One is compliance, one is non-compliance, one is tax, one is, oh my goodness. But my point is, what's the last time they asked our permission? Is it okay for me to put the fees up on you? They don't. And they don't ask permission from the foreign investors. They don't ask permission from the trillion-dollar accounts that are going through these islands. It is only our government that's afraid to put up any sort of fee because they're going to run. And that's ridiculous. It's time for that to stop. Cayman has suffered. We have suffered as a result of facilitating these mega financial institutions and all that goes through these islands. We have suffered in more ways than one. We have spent more money now trying to get off these lists, that list, and the rest of it. And how much of it is really going into government coffers? You have individual lawyers. You can take one man or one firm, and together they have a lot more money than our government's entire budget for the year. And that is not unheard of. That is a fact.
Now, mind you now, the financial industry pays what? I think it's like 50% of government's income comes from the financial industry.
Well, I quite understand that. But I'm still saying it's not enough. It's not enough. It could be so much more, and it needs to be more. It needs to be more. Why are we allowing the private entities to make all this money? You just have to look around and see how much they're making. It's not a lot of guesswork. You just have to look and see how some individuals are living.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so my question is, why is it that it's only our government? And you see, look at you. You just introduced that. Oh, but our government's already getting 50% of its income. It should be getting 105% of its income from a financial services industry that has literally buried us. Anyway, that's my take.
But I like what you had said about the land that just sits there. And you pay that one-time 7%, 7.5%, whatever it is. You know, if it was, like you were talking about, an annual fee, tax, whatever you want to call it, that would also give the government, you know, a steady stream of, you know, what is exactly what's coming in from that area, that cash flow every year. And you know that's going to your budget. So you know what the land is out there, and you know what you got collected from it last year, and you have a pretty accurate, you know, idea of what that's going to produce for you. And that would be a lot.
And sir, I'm going to have to put my conversation on hold till another time. I have just now entered the hollow halls of one of those said financial institutions.
Okay.
Until another time, okay?
Well, thank you so much for the call. Have a great afternoon.
You too. Bye.
All right. So we're coming down to the end of the line here and covered quite a few subjects. Thank you all for tuning in. Thanks to everybody who made a call and contributed to the conversation this afternoon. I'm Charles Glidden. Have a great one.
Talk Today is brought to you by Subway, open 24 hours in Countryside, Anderson Square in Georgetown, and Centennial Towers in West Bay. And by the Ministry of District Administration. Explore your history, explore your land, explore your sister islands. And Cayman Airways. Call them on 949-2311 to book your nonstop flights to Los Angeles and Panama. And Doctors Hospital. Peace of mind is important when life happens. Doctors Hospital, always there for you. Call 949-6066.